Alright, I need to say something that's going to sound weird coming from a GTA channel. Not everything about this game is looking perfect. I know, saying that out loud feels almost illegal at this point. We've spent 2 years staring at trailers, freezing frames, zooming into pixels, looking for Easter eggs, and yeah, this is still going to be one of the biggest games ever made, but somewhere between the hype and the release date, a few things have slipped through that are actually worth talking about, honestly. Some of them are already confirmed by Rockstar themselves. Some of them are still just rumors floating around the internet, completely unconfirmed, and I'll tell you clearly which is which as we go, so let's actually go through them. 5 things that could disappoint you about GTA 6. And I mean actually disappoint you, not just internet drama for the sake of clicks. Let's start with the one that's already confirmed and already made a lot of people upset. No physical disc. This one isn't a rumor. This one's real. It's confirmed, straight from Rockstar. When you buy a physical copy of GTA 6 in a store, you're not getting a disc. You're getting a box with a piece of paper inside it and a code. That's it. That's the physical release. Now, for some of you, this genuinely doesn't matter. You're buying digital anyway. You'll never open the case. Who cares? But for the collectors, and there are a lot of them, this stings because those are the people who've bought every single GTA release since the PS2 days, boxes on a shelf, physical proof of being there for each one. And now for the biggest release in the franchise's history, that shelf gets an empty box. It's a small thing in the grand scheme of, is this game going to be good? But it's the kind of small thing that tells you where the industry is heading. And it's not really Rockstar's fault alone. This is where basically the entire industry has been drifting for years. GTA 6 is just the biggest name to fully commit to it. Confirmed, real happening in November. Next one. The Ultimate Edition isn't just extra content, it's actually locking away stuff that used to just be in the game. This one's confirmed too, and honestly, it's the one that annoys me the most. Rockstar's announced 2 editions, Standard and Ultimate. The Ultimate one costs more, obviously, that's normal. Every game does that, but here's the part that's different. Some features that fans expected to just be part of the base game, tattoo parlors, certain car customization options, some clothing stores, those are reportedly being locked behind the Ultimate Edition specifically, not new content, not bonus content. Stuff that in previous GTA games was just there, part of the world, something you could walk into no matter which version you bought. Now it's a paywall. And look, I get the business logic. GTA Online made an insane amount of money off microtransactions, and GTA 6's online mode isn't launching day one, so Rockstar's looking for another way to pad revenue early. I understand why they're doing it, doesn't mean it doesn't feel bad. This is the one I'd actually keep an eye on, because if this is how launch looks, it tells you something about how online's going to be handled once it does arrive. Confirmed straight from Rockstar's own pre-order announcement. Okay, now we're moving into rumor territory, so pay attention here because I want to be really upfront. This next one is just floating around online right now. Not confirmed. Take it with a big grain of salt. There's a report, and it's coming from a gossip source, not a gaming outlet, so keep that context in mind, claiming that GTA 6 has a feature that's, quote, completely broken. And the feature being pointed at is the save and load system. Yeah, saving your game apparently broken. Now, on its face, this sounds almost too ridiculous to repeat. This is Rockstar. This is a studio that's been making massive open-world games for over 2 decades. The idea that basic save functionality is somehow broken this close to release feels like exactly the kind of thing that gets exaggerated as it spreads. But I'll say this, the reason it's even worth mentioning is because of the timing. This rumor showed up right when people were also speculating about a possible additional delay. So whether or not the save system specifically is the issue, it's part of a bigger pattern of whispers that Rockstar might not be as close to finished as the marketing wants us to believe. Could be nothing. Could be exaggerated internet telephone. I'm not telling you to panic about this one. I'm telling you it exists, it's out there, and it is not confirmed. Next, the frame rate. This one isn't a leak, it isn't gossip, it's just math based on what we've already seen. Look at what Rockstar has shown us so far, the density of the world, the lighting, the level of detail on every character model, every reflection, every crowd of NPCs on the beach. It's genuinely next-level stuff. And that comes with a cost. A lot of fans, and honestly a lot of people who actually understand this technically, expect GTA 6 to launch with a 30 frames per second cap in its highest fidelity mode on PS5 and Xbox Series X. There might be a performance mode that pushes higher, trading visual quality for smoothness. That's become pretty standard this generation. But if the base, best-looking version of this game caps out at 30, for a game this size, this hyped, this expensive, that's going to be a genuinely contentious launch conversation. You already see people debating this constantly online. This one sits in a weird middle ground. It's not officially confirmed by Rockstar. They haven't announced final performance specs, but it's not baseless speculation either. It's an educated guess based on what the game visibly demands. So call it likely, not confirmed, but likely. And last one. This one's more about expectations than anything technical. There's a growing worry, mostly coming from longtime fans on places like Reddit, that the single-player story might not be the focus it used to be. Here's the thinking. GTA Online became an absolute money printer for Rockstar over the life of GTA 5 years and years of updates. Heists, content drops, all built around the online mode. And that success creates pressure. Pressure to make sure GTA 6's online mode is even bigger, even more central to the business. Some fans are worried that means the single-player campaign, the actual story of Jason and Lucia, the thing that got everyone excited from Trailer 1, ends up feeling more like a proof of concept for the online world than a complete experience on its own. I want to be really clear, this is not confirmed. There's no leak, no insider report saying the story's been cut down or rushed. This is purely a fan theory, born out of pattern recognition from how GTA 5 played out over 13 years. But it's also not coming from nowhere. It's a completely reasonable thing to worry about, given the track record, unconfirmed, but worth having on your radar going into November. So that's 5. No disc, confirmed. Content locked behind the Ultimate Edition, confirmed. A broken save system, unconfirmed. Gossip tier, take it lightly. A 30 FPS cap, likely based on what we've seen, but not officially confirmed. And the story potentially playing second fiddle to online, pure fan speculation, but grounded in real history. None of this means the game's going to be bad, let's be honest with each other. It's still probably going to be one of the best games we ever play, but going in with your eyes open, knowing what's actually confirmed and what's just noise. That's how you avoid the letdown feeling on day one. If I missed one you've heard floating around, drop it in the comments, I actually read them, and if enough of you bring up the same one, I'll dig into it properly in a follow-up. Subscribe if you want the confirmed versus rumor breakdown every time something new comes out of Rockstar between now and launch. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.